Hey, good morning, Morter Marchers. I'm Dr. Ted Morter. Thank you for being here with me today on this lovely Monday. It's turning fall here in the Ozarks. It's a beautiful, beautiful time. My topic today was I thought about this morning. Jen and I were reading in some of our books, and the topic of discernment came up, and I thought, that's always a good topic to talk about. And this was a little bit of a different spin on it. It was about discernment about self. Usually I equate discernment about judging and looking at a situation and saying, does that make sense or not make sense? Is that good? Is it not so good? Do I want to embrace that or not embrace that? But in this particular instance, discernment was talking about self-discernment. What if everything about you turned out to be okay? What if you stopped judging yourself and trying to use discernment on yourself and just accepted you are the way you are? This is okay, and you're put on this planet in God's plan, I believe, to do something great. And what if you just stop judging yourself and use this discernment to say, guess what? I'm okay. I'm okay. It's going to be okay. And in that realm, when that happens, you begin to release things from your shoulders, your burden that you carry, in that you're not enough. You're not good enough. That's what usually happens. And in all the mastery courses that I've taught over the years, some 1,600 courses and programs, I always found that people, when we did mastery, and I would ask you, what holds you back? What keeps you from being the very best that you could possibly be? And it always comes back to the same thing. Enough. I'm not enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not whatever enough might be. This is what always comes back. So it always comes back to self-infliction over things that we just believe we're not good enough. And that's not necessarily true. Because if what I'm saying is correct, and you use discernment to say, you know what, I'm okay the way I am. It's going to be all right. I am living up to my potential. I am promoting good feelings to all the people that I'm around and people that use me as a mentor or people that listen to what I have to say. I'm always promoting things that are cohesive and that brings a community together and helps people begin to use their own discernment to say, maybe that's not the best thing out there. Maybe it should be over here. Maybe there's something different. But I wanted to tie it back to self to say the same things happens to you. Hey guys, thanks for being here with me. Thanks a lot. What if it comes back to you and says, well, you know what? It's about me. Maybe I've been using discernment against myself. It's counterproductive for me. And I've been judging myself and I'm saying, you know what? Maybe I am good enough. Maybe I am okay. Maybe you don't, maybe you don't have to make posts out there on social media to get likes and clicks and try to, arouse people up. Well, I don't think that's very productive. It's not productive for a community. It's not productive for you, not productive for your family, and not productive for our values. I just don't think that's true. This is my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, I guess you can watch something else for right now. But I'm going to talk about what I believe to be true. And we tend to look for that approval from outside versus coming from inside out. In other words, we make statements, comments, posts that are going to be maybe somewhat inflammatory so that we can get likes, and then we get approval. We say, okay, I'm being approved. Everybody approves. Look, all these people like what I'm having to say. Well, so what? Who really gives a crap about what you have to say about something? Not me. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't think it's healthy. I really don't. Jen and I talk about this a lot. And boy, it's addictive though. You want to get on there and see what this and that, and you want to read this or that post, and you say, well, and the people in the post say, well, this is not controversial post. It's not a political post. It's not this. And that's a bunch of crap. It is when it's about this long, it's a big long post in there. And maybe, here's what I'm thinking. Maybe the things that you're posting that you think are right in the middle of the road and it's just common sense, blah, 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 but it's not. Look at it gives gateway to all the people in the comments below to start going crazy. And then all of a sudden it spins up out of control and you've created a disharmony. You've created a divisiveness rather than bringing people close together. My contention is, let me get myself close together. Let me get my family close together. Let me get the people in my sphere that I'm surrounded by all closer together, and then let everybody else worry about themselves. The hell with it. I don't care what you're going to do. I don't care what you post. You can be crazy if you want to, but I'm going to use my discernment to say that's not a really good thing for me. And I'm using that discernment based on what I've discerned. I've used discernment on myself to say, guess what? Some of these opinions that I have are okay. It's me. It's what it is. And I'm okay. I'm doing all right. I encourage you to look to yourself, use discernment and say, am I making good choices? Am I on the right path? Do I feel resistance all the time? Do I feel like I'm constantly, hi Diane, do I feel like I'm constantly swimming upstream and everybody's always against me? And I don't understand why I feel so terrible in the morning when I wake up. Well, maybe we need to self-reflect a little bit. Use a little discernment on self and say, guess what? Here's some steps I could do to make my life better. Maybe I could get away from that, or maybe I didn't watch this, or maybe I didn't read that, or maybe I didn't argue about this, or maybe I didn't think about that. Maybe I could focus my thoughts on good, positive, wholesome things that would help bring joy and happiness and success to me and my family. Whew, that was a mouthful, but it's true. Think about that. If you brought joy, happiness, and success to yourself with self-discernment and your family, because they would look up to you for guidance, and you brought about things that were focused on bringing people together with common ground versus trying to upset everybody in the world, maybe the world would be a safer place and everybody wouldn't get shot all the time. Get me going today. Use discernment. Use discernment. Use your basic values. What feels right? Don't just go by what you read or hear or see on the news on either side. Just don't do that. Just go down the middle, do the things that you know to be right, and to hell with the rest of those people. Use discernment for yourself. That's my goal for today. And I've done this before on discernment. I've talked about that, but never about self-discernment. I've always talked about discernment, judging about what's happening around you. You like that, you don't like that. I'm going to use discernment to say that's good or that's not, that's for me or not for me. And now I'm saying, let's reflect back inside. Let's reflect in a little closer and say, how could discernment be affecting my life? How could I be bigger, better, faster, stronger? How could I be able to accept myself for who I am and what's going on in my life without having to be perfect? You know, I took some courses way back about speaking, and one of the things that, it was from T. Harv, and he said his motto was ready, fire, aim. Maybe that's not appropriate now with the shootings that are happening, but metaphorically speaking, you're never going to be good enough to say, okay, now this book is ready to be published. Now I'm ready to teach a class. Now I'm ready to raise a family. Now I'm ready to get a new job. No, you're never going to be at that point. It just never happens. So get off your butt and just make it happen. Just do it. Just get out there and do it. And watch what happens. That's how I've lived my life. And I've got a beautiful family and a beautiful farm and a beautiful place that I live. It's because I don't have to wait around to make sure everybody approves and I can figure out exactly how it's going to happen before I go buy that barn in Green Bay, Wisconsin and bring it on 2 trucks. Thank you, Brian. Before I do that, I just do it. And then figure it out. And then figure it out. You just need to do your life and then figure it out. Start by figuring out who you are and what you stand for and what people can count on you for. And if you're willing to go to bat for it. And if not, go sit on the couch. Use discernment. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be thankful and grateful today for discernment. Thankful and grateful for discernment, how it affects my life and me personally. I'm going to use discernment on me personally. That's a good one. I encourage you to do the same thing today when we do this march. Be thankful and grateful for discernment, and then think about how that could affect your personal life, your physical body, your mental body, all the aspects that you're about. How could that affect you? How is it affecting me? I'm going to be thankful and grateful for my discernment. And I'm going to be thinking how it affects my physical body, my emotional body, my mental state, how I feel about things. Remember, feelings are a choice. Emotions are ingrained in the DNA. But feelings is how you choose to respond to that. You can change your feelings. You can change your feelings. I think it's pretty important. Come on, hop up and do it with me. Come on, let's do this march. I'm going to start with my left foot out, my right foot back, my right arm's going up, tip my head. I'm going to be thankful and grateful for my discernment. Thankful and grateful for discernment in my life. Thankful and grateful for discernment. We'll switch the other way. I'm thankful and grateful for discernment. Thankful and grateful for discernment. Thankful and grateful for discernment. Okay, so that was one set. We do 3 sets. How many? 3. 3 sets. That was 1. Here's number 2. I'm thankful and grateful for discernment in my life. I use discernment. I embrace discernment. Bring more discernment into my life. My capacity to use discernment. My capacity to figure it out. I'm thankful and grateful for discernment. Thankful and grateful for discernment. That was 2. We're going to do 3. I'm thankful and grateful for discernment in my life. Discernment. Thankful and grateful for discernment. Last one. I'm thankful and grateful for discernment in my life. Discernment. I'm thankful and grateful for discernment. The reason this is important, we only have so long on this planet. Lost a good friend last week. Unexpectedly. Died in her sleep. Wow. Makes you think. Are you wasting time on stupid crap? Or are you trying to make the world a better place? Not forcing, not driving, not shooting, not cursing, not doing all the things that are going to try to get you likes on Facebook. But are you really doing things that are going to improve your life, yourself, your family, your community, or not? I hope so. Hey, last week I made a great video too, and I thought it was pretty good. I gave myself an A, but somehow it didn't get posted. Somehow they're kind of changing the rules on posting now, but I'm hoping this one will get posted again. So if you're not here, or if you're going to try to watch it later, come on to it. I hope it'll be there. I'll do my very best. Hey, thanks for being with me today. I appreciate it. I got to talk about some things that I think are near and dear, and I hope that they can affect you as well. I hope to do this Morter March every single day this week. MorterMarchMonday.com. Go there and watch the videos. I appreciate you being here. I hope you'll share this with other people. You know, it's just a good time. We might as well have fun. I'll see you next Monday. I'm Dr. Ted. Bye.